Hi, everyone. This is Mary Curick with Frontrunners Innovate magazine, and I have with me Jolynn. And Jolynn, your last name is Jalimo, right? Did I say that correct? Jalima?
Yes.
Okay, right. Jolynn is the country chair for Kenya and also the vice president for Kenya for Global Goodwill Ambassadors. And I approached Jolynn because she's involved in a really interesting, unique project that I think is very needed everywhere, not just in Africa. But the fact that you started it there and the reasons why I think is really important to share. So as we're looking at learning and relearning how to learn during pandemic, you've kind of figured out a solution that's working for you guys. And I know it's new, but we want to talk about it today. So let's first start, Jolynn, with your background. What brought you into the space that you're at now with Global Goodwill Ambassadors?
All right. I was born and raised in a humble background in Kitale, Kenya, whereby I used to stay with my grandmother, and she used to help me a lot with the responsibilities as well as teach me how to help other people. Because even if she had 100 Kenyan shillings, she would give her all. And in that, I learned that when you give, there's something interesting that you get out of it. You can see a smile in someone and someone says, thank you with a whole heart. And that is where the spark of helping other people came in. Then later during my university, I started a program on empowering children on different technology backgrounds, teaching them basic electronics. In that you can see children wants to learn and they want to grow. And we were able to help them by creating innovative solutions. This will be able to help them to have a creative mind. So after doing that, I realized I'm a youth. I need to inspire youth. I need to make a difference in the youth. So I decided to give value without expecting anything in return. I decided, let me start a mentorship program for the youth locally. And so during that time, while I was empowering them with education, teaching them life skills, helping them to know their passion, to have a self-identity, then someone noticed my work and decided to nominate me as a GGA. And when I found out that GGA appreciates and recognizes people who are doing good work, then I say this resonates with my passion and what I want to do for the world. That is where my sparks for emotions and becoming a better person started. So during 2018, I was nominated in 2018 on October. Then by December, I became the director. By next year, October, I became the chair. And finally, I became the vice president for Global Goodwill Ambassadors. And during those processes, we were able to nominate almost to 200 people from 2018 to now. And these are people who are doing good in the society. After doing all that, now I realized, fine, I'm the vice president. What value can I give to the youth now that they need me while I'm on this position? That is when I started this program of GGA Youth Global Change Leaders Program 2020, where we empower youths from developing countries aged 23 to 30 years globally to strengthen their leadership capacities in order to contribute to innovation and change in the humanitarian organization and communities.
So let me back up just a second. So you've been on quite this path all the way along to get to where you're at now with that mentoring program, because you've recognized that youth needed that. But what about the pandemic has created or stirred, either for better or for worse, the gap that is providing you with this opportunity to move forward right now, as far as the timing goes, right now with with what you're doing with youth?
I realize even though we have pandemic in this world, still we are able to connect online. And it's not about the obstacles or the challenges that you're facing. It's how you react to them that matters. And so I decided to give value and make a difference in people's life. And after that, I realized that these people, yes, we are connecting internet. What value can we give to them? It's pandemic, yes. People face problems, yes. But whether you're rich or poor, you still face problems. Whether you're successful or unsuccessful, you still face problems. And they all want to be listened to. Now this program will help them to provide guidance, to be a motivation to them, and provide support and be a role model to them that despite the pandemic, you can still learn and do something better for yourself.
You're so optimistic. I love your passion, and your smile is just infectious. I can see, well, nobody would turn you down for anything that you needed from them to do what you're doing. This is, it's just, you know, it's the charm, the charisma. So let's get back to the program then itself, because you said that you're right now in the middle of the first cohort for this youth program. What are you calling it, by the way? What are you calling the program?
GGA Youth.
Okay.
GGA Youth Global Change Leaders Program.
Leaders Program. Okay. Give us the makeup of the group, who's in the group, about how many you've got in the cohort, and what are they doing through this period of time that you have them?
All right, we have 50 mentees on board and 17 mentors. So they're able to have an intensive course where collaborative relationship is fostered among the facilitators and participants to draw out lessons and insights from rich and diverse experience. It consists of 2 modules, the foundational module and the final module. The foundational module is in which participants focus on leadership theories and essential competencies. And the final module will be participants will benefit from one-on-one mentoring sessions from experienced leaders upon the completion of the online education program to allow on the application of learning into practice. And they will be matched based on the specific needs and geographical location. What we need them to have is, 1, just believe in yourself. Go for your passion. That is all that we help them. And also be honest and be accountable, because when you demonstrate accountability, you're building trust in people, and when you build trust in people, you have loyalty on them, and thus you become a leader of influence. And be courageous, be bold in what you do. That is what we are teaching them in a simple way.
Well, it'll be a little while before you finish this cohort, probably in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I think. And then the aim is to restart with another group, another cohort, probably by the end of the year, maybe. I think when you and I first spoke. How are you recruiting these youth, and can you give me a little bit of the demographic breakdown? How are they coming to you is what I want to know.
They apply on an application form. We use Google Forms. They come from all over the world. Right now, we have people from Nepal, we have people from India, we have people from Africa, Kenya, we have Nigerians. We have almost 7 countries, and most of them are globally. So it's from Kenya, India, Nepal, UK, there's America, and there's Ugandan, yeah.
Okay. And the age groups, the age, you know, from what age to what age are you including?
They come from 23 years to 30 years, and they should be demonstrating leadership skills in whatever they do in the humanitarian organizations. Okay. And they should be able to be willing and learn on different perspectives of life and change their mindset. They should learn, know how to unlearn, and get that knowledge and use it in their communities.
So are they representing organizations within their communities? Are they nominated? Or they just find out
Yes,
about you?
yes, they represent an organization because one of the requirements is that you should possess two minimum years of working with a humanitarian organization.
Okay. So you're truly putting out leaders to go back to their communities and do good works and continue that leadership journey. That's amazing. I think you told me that right now there's no charge for the cohort as long as they go through the program the way they're supposed to, and they're, you know, they're represented, you know, back home from a community organization. So that's fantastic. I think this is great. This is a way of learning that's more structured, organized, a little bit older group, and certainly aiming for a purpose. And, you know, in this time of pandemic, I don't put a frame around educational learning, whether it's K through 12 or higher education. Learning is learning wherever it happens, whatever age you are, and in whatever space that you're in. And so trying to figure out the best way to pull people together. And you've done it not only with mentors involved, probably from all over, but from youth who are from all over the world, not just all over your country. So I applaud you, especially keeping that diversity piece in there, because I think culturally speaking, that's real important for everybody.
Thank you.
So thank you for that. I do. Are there any other programs that's attached to youth or education or learning or anything that you're doing, or is all the focus right now on this?
Currently, I have this is my great focus on the youth.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we do other things. We go to mentorship around Kenya. Like last 2 weeks, we went to Elgeyo Marakwet. It's a part of Kenya where we were mentoring girls. So this is a group of ladies who come together from one community, from the Kalenjin community, which is one of the tribes in Kenya. So the professionals in the Kalenjin come together, come and mentor the girls, make them believe that if we did it, then you can do it. Make them know that we have a life after this pandemic. You know, most of the times we have experienced as Kenya teen pregnancies. And it's due to this pandemic. People are staying at home, they're idle, and the next thing is we see pregnancies. And so we decided, no, this is not the culture that we want. We need to go out there, teach them the importance of protecting their bodies, the importance of looking after themselves. Because if you mess right now, then your future is messed. So we need to encourage them, to make them see that if we, other girls, other ladies, other women from the same community can make it, you too can make it.
You're inspirational, my friend. This is where we're at with not just education, but with empowerment in general. And so thank you for everything that you're doing. And I look forward to connecting you with some other people. We've talked about that before. I love it when I can take somebody in one edition of the magazine and connect them with somebody else from another edition. And that's happening as we speak. I've got like 3 lined up, as you know, for you right now. So this is what we're all about. But thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me today. I appreciate it, Jillian. Take care.